Welcome to Epic Stock Due Diligence. Please subscribe at youtube.com/EpicStockDD. Thank you.
Hey everyone, Ed here, back again. I posted a video a few days ago about trying to proactively identify the next hot, blazing penny stock sector. You know, what's it going to be? Unless you've been living in the complete dark when it comes to trading, you're probably aware that the medical marijuana stocks have been blazing throughout the past few weeks. And like most every trend when it comes to trading, most everything has its time in the spotlight, and then typically it just goes up in smoke. And I personally predict that all of these marijuana stocks, these medical marijuana stocks, although it's currently a hot sector, more than likely that phase is going to pass and there's going to be something else. And I've found something, and I hope it's something that a lot of people on the street are not yet aware of, and it's called augmented reality. That's right, augmented reality. Now, what at a high level augmented reality is, and one of the big clues that it's about to catch on, there's a watch. It's called the Pebble. It's an electronic watch, battery operated, of course, and it's supposed to, and I haven't really researched it that deeply, but at a high level it's going to provide an interface between it and maybe a cell phone and or other devices. But what that's an indication of is that you're going to have the big dogs like Apple, that's already rumored to be releasing a wrist wearable device, which is basically an Apple Watch. So now what does this mean for people? Well, it means that sure, the big dogs, the Apples of the world, the Googles of the world, they're going to have, you know, they're going to have their fame. They're going to have pretty much an infinite budget to invest on the development of these. Which means that if you've got your Joe Bob startup that's a penny stock, less than a penny a share traded company, and they develop this technology that a Google or an Apple or somebody like that wants, you know, that's something that when you're dealing with a patent play, patents are very valuable. So me being Ed, the penny stock guy, if all of a sudden I had this level of knowledge and I could go out and create an enhancement for these wrist wearable computers, and then I patented that, well, then maybe an Apple or Google or something like that would come to me and buy the patent. When you find, if you're able to find and get in at the ground level a penny stock company with something like that in their pocket, that's where new multimillionaires can be made overnight. Just another example of augmented reality, Google. They're coming out with Google Glass. It's basically these glasses that you wear, and you can see, it's kind of like a heads-up display. If you've looked at you know, helicopter pilots and everything, they have those HUDs, those heads-up displays, and you can see what's going on. But in this case, it looks like a pair of glasses, and you can see it within the glasses. They're not out yet, but just something coming. So with all of that, the wrist wearable computer is already out from Pebble, the rumored Apple Watch, the already confirmed Google Glasses, all of these are augmented reality. So they're like the word augmented means, they're adding something on to oneself. So, you know, the glasses, you're putting these glasses on, but you're getting that computer experience on the go. And the watch, you've got, you know, it's interfacing with your other devices. So maybe, and this is what I speculate would happen, the Apple Watch will probably interface with, you know, with your iPhone. And it'll probably tell you who's calling. So maybe I've got this phone in my pocket like I do now. I can look at my Apple Watch and I could say I don't want to answer that. Or maybe I do need to answer it. Or maybe I get a text message and I just look down at my watch. Am I going to wear an Apple Watch? Probably not. I like Swiss automatics. But that's just personal preference. There is a huge market for people, and not just nerdy types, but people out there that would rather have, and maybe people that don't even wear a watch currently, that would like to have the convenience of having something on their wrist where they simply move their wrist and not just see what time it is, but see whatever's going on with their phone and or other devices. So just something for everyone to consider, and I want to hear your feedback. What do you think one of the next hot penny stock sectors could be? I'm saying augmented reality, but what do you think? I'd love to hear. If you haven't subscribed already, I encourage you to do so. It's youtube.com/IrixGuy. And be sure to check out my book. I've got a link within this video's description. You can get it on the Apple iTunes store. It only costs a few bucks. And it's got some, what I feel is some good information in it. Thanks for watching. Y'all have a good day.